Hi everyone, welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. I am here just to do a quick message for whoever needs it. If you were drawn in here by the title, then there could be messages in here for you. Or if you just felt called to click, there could be a message in here for you. And what else do I want to say? Feel free to follow me on Instagram, join us over on Patreon, or book a personal reading. Links for everything are in the description box below. Let's just hop into this. This is intended to be quick, so let's see how we do. Message for whoever needs it, please. Whoa. Ooh, this is like something you're about to do is gonna be smooth like butter. Like it's just gonna be very smooth. Yes. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. That's where they said don't even worry about it. Something's gonna be real smooth. Just open yourself up to receive here. Just open yourself up to receive from a higher power, because there's definitely a higher power at work, sort of like bringing new energy into your life. This is bringing something back to life, perhaps bringing you back to life, perhaps. Like if you felt like you have been in a position where you were like leaking energy in some way, or like all of your resources were not being called into you, and you were just like sort of like you didn't have awareness of all of your resources, something like that. Now you're going to be sort of in a position where like energy is being restored to you. You're coming into a new clear consciousness about number one, what you have. Maybe like finding yourself in this gratitude state for what it is that what you have here in this moment, and then opening yourself up to receive from a higher power. And it's going to move like butter. I promise. It's like if you just sort of allow for this energy shift and like call back your resources. There's something here about calling back your resources. Whether that's like you got a lot of like it's like a lot of they're saying it's a lot of subscriptions, but it's not just like, you know, your Netflix and your Hulu and your Apple Music. It's not just that. It's like you have a lot of like, you might have a lot of spiritual subscriptions, a lot of things that you're trying to like integrate, and they're saying like leaking too much energy. Or you might have a lot of like emotional subscriptions, physical subscription. Like there's something about too many subscriptions, and calling your resources back into yourself just for a moment, so that you can take stock of where you are, and then allow like everything to sort of work for you. Once you know what you have, it's almost like you're just like being like, okay, here's my presentation, and then you have everything that you need essentially. Not surprised if the Magician card pops out here. This is the (24, 46, 10, 6). You're moving forward. Yeah, coming out of a period of resistance. There was a period of resistance because there was a period of imbalance here. You have the Five of Wands came out kind of on its side like this, and then you have the Temperance card, right? You have the Temperance card coming out here. There was a resistance because there was imbalance. Like either you were like overgiving, or like overexerting, or undergiving and underexerting, or something like that, you know what I mean? Or like too much in one place and not enough in the other. Maybe like giving to the detriment of your own, like, of yourself, of your own progress or something like that. And here's like this moment here of being like, let me like just take stock of where I am, and like and really get clear on the vision, really get clear on the vision and the direction that I'm trying to go in here. What direction am I moving in here? And like, who's calling the shots, right? Sagittarius, and then the Death card. The Death card, the Moon card, the Knight of Swords. This is the transformation, the regeneration. This is the regeneration. It's you coming back to life, coming out of a time of like darkness or confusion or fear of some sort. There's something that was like, it feels like some, they're showing me like the angel on the shoulder and the devil on the shoulder or something like that. I don't know. They're showing me something like that. And like, kind of like knowing what's good for you, but like always somehow finding yourself out of balance. I don't know. Whoop. Integrity. There's also like an accountability factor that's coming in here. Taking accountability for like sort of where you are, and like that's the beginning of the regeneration, the beginning of like coming out of this darkness, confusion. It's like accountability, and then like a softness with yourself, like having patience and grace with yourself. I think just incorporating like more grace in general, like here, like yeah, more grace. Because more grace, less confusion. The Knight of Wands and the Seven of Cups. It's like, it's just like there has not been a lot of intention behind actions. It's kind of just like not taking stock of the full picture. Thank you. Somebody hasn't been taking stock of the full picture, and like realizing like, okay, I mean, there's a lot of overwhelm here, but I think like the awareness that there's something that needs to change in like mindset and in the way someone's moving. Something needs to be transformed, right? And also like the way that they're thinking about their life and the options that are available to them. You know what I mean? It's like, stop answering, like, it's almost like answering everyday life from a place of fear instead of a place of like, instead of from a place that's guided by a higher power, a space of like receptivity here, right? But there's an understanding now of how that needs to change and why that needs to change, because it's like perpetuating difficulty, it's perpetuating loss, it's perpetuating self-doubt. There's like a cycle here. It's a cycle here, but there's an awareness of the cycle, which is like the awareness of the cycle is the first is like the first foray into recreating the balance. Anything else? Yeah. The Hanged Man in the reverse. And then, yes, thank you. So you have the Hanged Man in the reverse, the Five of Cups. It's like coming out of this energy of like, too, it's like, you know, there may be a moment when you become aware of the cycle of imbalance where it's like, it becomes like regret and disappointment and like just like sort of replaying the past over and over again and like, oh, I should have done this differently, I should have done that differently. But it's like, you know, it's all in the sort of the karmic checks and balances of life, right? Of life experience. And like it's now this awareness and this new perspective that's going to shape how you move forward and how you move differently, so that you can have different outcomes. The Wheel of Fortune, divinely ordered, and divinely timed outcomes. That I think it's almost like there had been an obstruction in the past. An obstruction, confusion, an imbalance that was possibly created by other people, but possibly just created by like these like programs or paradigms that created and perpetrated fear or I don't know, blockages, confusion. I like that Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. Okay, let's wrap it up. Let's get a shaman's dream to wrap it up. And it's about to be like a new adventure. It's a new adventure, so don't spend too much time like beating yourself up over what's been. Forgive yourself. First, offer yourself the apology. Offer yourself the grace. The grace of like, you know, we're all going through these experiences, trying to learn as much as we can. And do the best that we can. And we learn as we go, you know? Give yourself grace. Yep. Wow. Didn't I say integrity? Lost compass. Getting back to integrity. Getting back to integrity. You might just had a moment where you got, you know, lost in the sauce, confused about how you were moving, but you like, you know, the awareness now and like reclaiming the vision, reshaping the vision, resetting the balance. They're saying reset the balance. And then watch your situation change here. Watch your situation change. Let's see. Okay. This is funny. It says, When the lost compass appears, it is a sign that you need to find your way back home, back to your source and center, relying on your intuition to arrive there. Be wary of the signs telling you to turn here or there, or to avoid this or that person or situation, because the outward indicators are not reliable right now. Be careful not to believe all the advice that you are receiving. Rely instead on your innate sense of direction and guidance, and use your homing instinct to lead you true. The lost compass has come to show you that you need to find new counselors. You are not getting the mentoring you need for your success. Who is that person you are looking up to as a model for what it means to be a woman or a man? Trash that ideal. Tear up the picture you carry in your mind. You are meant to be you, not the best copy of your dearest friend. Make this your mantra: love me or leave me. The lost compass is a blessing in disguise, because you sometimes have to lose your bearings to find yourself afresh, to discover a new course. True north never changes, so reset your way to your heart compass and trust your deepest feelings even when others do not support them. Remember that you are not lost. You simply do not know where you are going right now. Lost is a state of mind. Not knowing where you are going is an opportunity to find a way to a new path. It's a new path of receptivity, getting out of your own way. All right, y'all. That's the message that I have. I really hope that it resonated with someone out there. Everything that you need to know about me, well, some of the things that you need to know about me are in the description box below. Drop like a compass or like a northwest, east, south. I think there's a compass emoji. If there is one, drop it down in there in the description box below. That would be, or in the comment section. That would be dope. Okay, I hope you guys are well. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.